Shark's the best on it. I can't. Whatever. Life.
Welcome to the Lone Shark Podcast.
Nope.
Hey!
No.
I'm Jacob.
I moved my mic so I'm not loud enough. There it is.
That would have been a funny lead-in, and you ruined it. I'm all deflated.
We can still use it.
All right.
It's just me yelling, going, I'm not loud enough right after. That's the
This
funny.
is
So
how-
have we already started? Do I need to redo
do
it?
you
No,
wanna
this is how
restart?
every single one starts. When people ask you
We
to
either
start, we all
start right
go,
now and I adjust the audio levels for like 3 seconds, like the beginning of every single one, or we restart, which we've never done in the history of this podcast. Why would we start now?
or we go, hey! Welcome to the Lone Shark Podcast. I'm Jacob.
I'm Lee.
I'm Jacob too,
I was Will.
Oh.
Who are you?
and I tricked you. I'm not Jacob. I'm actually Tristan Walsh.
Actually,
Yeah.
The
I was
least
under
likely
the-
to be Jacob.
Yeah.
First of all.
I was under the impression that you two were named Steven.
No, you're wrong. I'm Jacob.
It's only been like 15 years, and Will's like, so you're not Stevens?
I've just been calling you Tristan and Will for your whole lives because I thought that was cool.
He watches Let's Play After Dark, and then he's just like, no, your little names pop up and it says Stevens, and then yours says Steven too. That's what
I
happens.
just wasn't sure. I thought maybe I was wrong since middle school.
Yeah, you probably were. Nobody likes you. Hey, speaking
Oh,
of nobody
God.
liking Will,
Yes.
Dull kitchen knives.
you want to talk about it? Do you want to talk about how nobody likes Will, or do you want to go into a
No.
new topic?
I want to talk about... What is wrong with you? I want to talk about something that has been sweeping the internet.
What's that?
It's a dress.
Oh, fuck
It's a
that
broom.
dress.
It's Superman.
It's a bird. It's a plane.
It's
Yeah.
white and gold.
Guys, sweep. I made,
Okay.
I made a gift for it. Did you see
Yeah.
my gift?
I didn't see the gift
Tristan
for
made
it.
a
was a
gift.
good- nice little gift.
Apparently,
Got a lot of notes.
Apparently,
Get the gift,
someone took a
sketch.
picture of a dress with their phone, and some people say it's black and gold. Some
Yeah.
people, I'm sorry, black and blue. Some people say it's white and gold.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen two pictures that look completely different because people are just like color grading it and being assholes.
What?
Yeah.
What?
I don't know
yeah,
what the original is.
What happened was
Everyone's
like
wrong.
So,
What
so like the
happened
photo
was-
shows up, right? Shows up, fine, great. And then like half the people go, I see white and gold, and then they Photoshop it so it looks white and gold, and then the other half goes, no, it's blue and black, and then they Photoshop it so it looks blue and black. So it's just like both extremes like on the internet now, and now you're just like, well, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
I never cared, so why would I care now? Make a gift to pander.
But it is still like
Tristan
one of the
Walsh,
funniest
everybody.
fucking things that happened to the internet in a long time.
I didn't
Yeah.
know anything about it.
Funniest?
I just woke up like one day.
I wouldn't say funniest. I
No,
would say
'cause
a
it's like-
thing.
No, because it's like it's divided the entire fucking internet. Like families
No, no, no,
torn
no,
asunder,
yeah.
friendships maimed.
Cats and dogs living under the same roof.
It's
mass
chaos.
hysteria.
It's
I get it.
It's chaos. They're like, oh, white whale, and they're like, no, blue whale. so,
Check out Blackout Book Club or literature.
Oh, Jesus.
so you guys all saw it then.
Yeah.
I'll explain my little like my introduction. So I went on Facebook, Will, and you'll know this. We know one Sam. I go on there and Sam posts. He's like,
yes.
He goes, yes. What little bitch? What color is this dress? And I'm like, it looks like blue and black. And then he's like, Aaron says it's white and gold. And I'm like, I don't care. and then my girlfriend comes home and she goes, what's all this dress stuff? And I'm like, you're friends with Sam too on Facebook? I didn't know that. Because he posted that and she's like, Danji posted it. And I'm like, is she friends with Sam? Because I'm very confused right now. Apparently it was a thing, and I was just
Yeah.
unaware of the
Yeah.
thing. So then, like, everybody's like, it's this color, it's this color. And I looked at it on a different screen. I was like, now it looks like a different color. Because my screen resolution is different on my phone as opposed to my, like, pale-ass fucking,
Right.
like, laptop.
Yeah.
And then if I just move around, it looks like a different color. I'm like, up here, there's lots of shadows. It looks black as fuck. Down here, it just looks like a shitty dress. Who cares? So I drew it and I made a gift to pander, but ignoring the fact that the dress is boring and nobody cares about it, I want to get into the memes that spawned from
That's
it.
what I was just
Okay.
gonna say.
I want to get into those.
I didn't even know there were memes.
You
How
didn't?
many?
That's part of it.
What?
This thing
And
blew
this is
up
what I
so
want to bring up,
quick. It was
especially with Will here.
ridiculous.
Will, how many times did you see people post the fucking Power Rangers and fucking Pokemon? Because I saw about 1,000 of each.
I actually
Yep.
haven't seen any of those. That's
What?
really funny. No,
Those are the
What?
only ones I saw.
I saw-
Right, Lee?
Yeah.
Like all
I saw
see-
a bunch of the Iron Man Civil War thing or Captain America
I
Civil
saw
War
one
ones.
of those.
Yeah.
And I also saw I love the one where it's Ray Charles. The dress is black.
I didn't see that one. I like that. That's pretty good.
Most of it was just the gold and white Power
Yeah,
Ranger,
all-
and they were
yeah.
just like,
I saw the white
did you
Power
ever see?
Ranger
Yeah,
about
did you
a
ever
billion
see
times.
the black and blue Power Ranger?
Yeah, I love the black and blue Power Ranger, or then they'll post the black and blue Power Ranger and go, white and gold Power Ranger are cool.
Yeah.
And then there's, like, I saw 1,700 Pokemon ones where it's like, Pokemon black and blue dress and Pokemon white and gold
yeah,
dress.
that's right. I did see that
That's
one.
pretty funny.
And
Yeah.
I was like, oh, okay, I get it, because it's the two versions.
It's funny
and
the
then,
first
yeah.
4 or 5
then I
times.
saw it about 15 times.
Yeah.
I think even like a Ash Ketchum Facebook account like published it, and he's like, I'm done, and then posted the same thing, and I was like, you piece of shit, I'm dress.
I also love. There's another one where it's like somebody's holding a little like golden retriever puppy. And he's like, "Oh, I love this adorable black and blue puppy."
Yeah. It I did that GIF to pander and like get
Yeah.
notes and like followers and stuff, which
And?
it worked.
Hey.
It worked. But I posted it on
Sketch
the
Sketch.
Tumblr Reddit, and then my post got deleted because anything having to do with the dress on that Reddit got deleted because they were sick of that
That's
shit
great.
already. Because it originated on Tumblr.
I love
Oh,
how
really?
I love how they like monitor that though, and they just decide at some point, fuck these kind of posts,
Well,
and they
it's
just get rid of it.
each subreddit's moderated
They're all
by
different.
different
Yeah,
people.
but that's what
so
I'm saying.
one dude who had the Tumblr subreddit was like, sick of the dress. I saw too many Power Ranger memes. I saw too many Pokemons. Get
So
the fuck
pissed.
out of here.
So pissed.
And like I got this message, it's like your post the dress got deleted for containing the words the dress. Sorry, but we're real sick of this shit right now. Like it,
That's pretty good.
and I was like, oh, okay, I get it, whatever.
Now, when you were telling that whole story though, and you were telling about Leah coming home and saying like, did you hear about the dress? That's how I picture like the zombie apocalypse to start. Like,
Did you hear about the zombie
like, no, like
They had a story on Fox News.
the way I picture it is like someone posts like, man, this
Do you
really
know
creepy
Sam?
guy's walking around my
Sam had
yard.
a zombie
and he's like,
apocalypse.
and like Tristan like walks outside and sees like some really like weird guy kind of like drag along. He's like, all right, whatever, it's drunk. And then Leah comes home and says like, did you hear about those like weird guys that, like walking around like biting people? Which is like, what the fuck are you talking? You're friends with Sam? I don't understand. And like then it just becomes this big ass thing, and then we're talking about it on a podcast to like the post-apocalyptic
Yeah.
world.
Dude, I feel
Just
like
saying.
I feel like
To our
podcast
zombie audience out there.
just
podcasts
saying.
would really take off during the zombie apocalypse.
Yeah.
So you don't have a lot of entertainment at that point.
yeah, and
And-
there's just
And then it's just like, which ones are good because they're still going because they haven't died yet.
And
Yep.
if you're listening
Like,
to
they
this, you don't have a
survived.
lot of entertainment now.
Yeah. It's
So-
just like, well, Lone Shark survived so far, so they must be doing something right. Let's give their podcast a download on iTunes.
and we're all in dresses.
On iZombie. I think that's a comic book.
If not,
I think it is.
If not,
This
we have
counts
to
as
cut this-
trademark
we have
right
to
now.
cut this
I'm gonna
out.
Google it. Talk about a new thing while I go to the internet.
Oh, okay. Can I talk about something really brief?
Go for it.
better
I
be
have a
brief, though.
fucking bone to pick. Fuck McDonald's.
You got a bone in your briefs?
fuck McDonald's.
Okay.
I liked it. I
That's-
thought it was funny. Fuck you guys.
No, but listen.
that's a bold
They got
stance.
rid of.
Do your
they got-
Googling. Get out
They
of
got
here.
rid of my fucking two favorite things on the goddamn menu.
Okay.
They no longer have the spicy chicken. I guess
Or
it's
pancakes.
seasonal. Because it's like it's
iZombie
here again,
is
it's
a
gone
comic
again, it's
book.
here again, it's gone
The
again.
spicy
I-
chicken
I
sandwich.
can sleep tonight,
Fuck,
Tristan.
Yeah.
yeah.
And it's
Okay.
being
And the other
it's-
thing-
it's been auctioned off for a TV show.
What has it?
So
Yeah.
iZombie, it is a
Oh.
spicy chicken sandwich show. it's coming.
Yeah, it's
And the tagline is "Cluck cluck, it's too hot for TV." That's keep going. Nope. Yeah, see, you guys
iZombie-
are like, I'm throwing gold,
No, but
or is
no.
it blue? Who knows? Hey, okay, do the thing. I got a chuckle.
circle,
That's what I
full
want.
circle.
Go
The other fucking thing they got rid of, the bacon double.
Okay.
You know what I'm talking about?
It's
This is like fucking $2 sandwich. It was $2 of goddamn delicious.
It was a double burger with bacon on it.
So yeah.
Okay.
So in
Whatever.
conclusion,
Just let him go.
Yeah, I'm
in
I'm in.
conclusion,
Yes.
Will gets his moments.
I don't think you should be able to surf on Sheer Force for alligator. What do you guys think?
Surf a punch an alligator? What the fuck?
Surf on Sheer Force for alligator, because Sheer Force negates the secondary effects in favor of more damage. So I don't think you should be able to fucking tote you around the goddamn bay.
Hashtag Pokemon.
Did,
Right?
did you just
Yeah,
do this
no?
just,
Yeah.
just to get Pokemon in again? Is that what you want?
Yep.
All right, good for you, you fuck.
I'll go on McDonald's though for a smidge since
All
we're
right.
talking about it.
All
Well,
right.
I don't care about what you said. That was boring. But did you guys see their like new ad campaign?
It depends.
Apparently
Yeah,
McDonald's
the
is,
loving campaign.
Yeah. Well, apparently McDonald's is not in the top 10 percentile of like restaurants anymore.
What?
With millennials because
dropped
like,
out really-
Yeah,
they've
so
dropped
they,
really far.
because like our generation is like a lot of them are about like
We're health conscious
organic
now.
free,
Gluten-free.
like yeah, conscious,
Right.
all that shit. So McDonald's has dropped and is seen as like an enemy of that. So they're trying to like win people back. So that is why they're doing those like loving commercials where it's like the one during the Super Bowl where they're like, yeah, call your mom and give her a hug
Oh, yeah.
over the phone. That's not
I
possible.
met a few people that actually were at local McDonald's here in Bradenton.
Yeah.
and
They
did that?
got it. So like you go into the store, you go to pay your thing, and every random once in a while,
Yeah.
it'll pop up and say give the customer this to do.
Okay.
So it'll say hug a customer in line, or call your your closest family member and tell them that you love them. And a woman like told me, she's like, yeah, I didn't expect it. They would just said, turn around and give the person behind you a high five or something like that.
See,
So
like
she
that,
did
that
that
I'm
and got a
okay
free-
with.
High five's
If I
cool.
could turn around and some rando in line and like
And
give him a
hug
hug,
him?
I'm like, my bill's $2. I'll pay it. I don't know where that guy's
See,
been.
I took
You
it.
just,
the-
you
I
just
took
turn
it the
around, you gotta
complete
give a hug to
opposite.
some gargoyle.
yeah,
Like,
and it's just like Goliath. What are you doing here at McDonald's?
But what if it was the exact opposite? So like you like order and then you pause and they tell you, hey, by the way, this is gonna be free for you. Hug the guy behind you and you go, okay, I'll have to load this fucking menu up then.
Yeah, like you're like. Actually, I got my order wrong. I want 17 double Big Mac cheeseburgers. Do you have a double
want
bacon?
spicy
Will
chickens.
said you don't, but I believe in that.
Yeah.
It's there.
I want spicy chickens. You don't have spicy
You got
chickens.
spiky chickens.
Oh my goddamn jalapeno
Spiky
double.
chicken jalapeno double. Boo, Will. Boo.
I haven't had McDonald's in a couple years, so I don't
I
really
have
care
it
if they lose things.
once a year, I think.
Yeah.
I have it once. I have once in a blue moon. I travel. A
They're
lot.
probably my
I'm
least-
a traveling guy. I don't travel. a
I
lot.
get
Sometimes
drunk and I just
travel.
eat fast food after midnight. That's,
Yeah.
that's
Sometimes I
frequent.
hang out with Will, and then he's just like, "I want a spiky chicken." I'm like, "It's not a spiky chicken, it's spiky, idiot." What a
fucking moron. Who says that?
Yeah. And then he makes fun of me for 17 years. Oh wait, that was Nick. Fuck Nick.
What?
Tristan.
Dude, Tristan's on a fucking rampage tonight.
Tristan was.
I'm tearing them down. Line them up. Give me their butt. Tear them down.
Gross.
Give me that butt, Jake.
No,
Tearing it
no,
down.
No, you can't have it. Get out
I
of
said
here.
spicy chicken once. In
You said spiky
I
chicken.
said spiky chicken in
Yeah.
a Burger King drive-through
Instead of
with
spicy.
with one Steve Hanna and
Jeez.
Nick Alabasic.
Look 'em
And
up on Facebook.
It has been 10 years, and they still say spiky chicken and then laugh at me. They're like, Tristan, you gotta get a spiky chicken. Is it made from Koopa shells from Mario? Dummy. And I'm like, seriously, I will fucking tear that ass up if you don't shut up right now. I will leave you white and gold.
I don't think he's using that phrase
He
right.
brought it back, ladies and gentlemen.
I have a feeling that's not the last time we'll hear it.
Yep,
All right.
I'm done.
I don't believe you.
I don't like that there's blue people and black people. Oh, shit, that didn't work.
You legitimately
Jesus.
screwed up.
Whoops.
That was earnest. Earnest mistake.
Goes to camp.
Ernest becomes a
Scared
racist.
stupid.
Shit.
I
Oh my lord.
Take that, rewind it back. Lil Jon got the thing, make the booty go. All right, new topic.
You can't operate.
Jacob's
Oh,
fucking car
jeez.
is stalling over here.
I was blue and black the whole time, guys. Like white and gold people are the worst people. I hate them. They're shitty. Don't hate me.
Shit, dude. What do you got, Jake? What's been really grinding your gears? I want the Jacob McDuffie grinds your gears moment.
I like that
Of the podcast.
most of Jacob's
you
like
want-
subjects are just things that upset him.
Yeah.
Speaking of things that upset me,
Yes, Jacob.
thank you. I forgot about this. You reminded me with my fury.
Fury. Watch out, it's Poseidon's rage,
Just
but
smoke.
it's Jacob and he has less water powers.
Yeah. So anyway,
I don't know. Poseidon.
shit.
Poseidon's Fury. That's a ride? A movie?
it's a ride.
It's
a ride.
something.
It's a ride on
Isn't it-
Islands of Adventure. Anyway,
It's gonna be made into a TV show, guys. It's a comic book.
It's airing right after
Turn
Spicy
signals.
Chicken.
Jump right in there, Jake.
turn signals.
Yeah, why do
Yes.
we use them?
You motherfucker, you're part of the problem. Do cars just not include them anymore? Did they just remove that feoture? Because
No,
about
peop-
90% of people don't use them.
Yeah.
I don't even know what a turn signal is.
That was gross. That
It
sounded
burnt
bad.
my throat hole a little bit on like
Ugh.
exit.
No, it's ridiculous that people don't use their turn signals. They make it as easy as humanly possible. It's literally you can clip it while turning
Yeah.
the wheel.
Yeah, but you're supposed to turn on before you're turning. If you-
But people don't even do that. They do nothing.
So does it frustrate you more when someone
They
like,
just come into my lane and then
they come in your lane, or when they just drive for like miles with it on?
I was just gonna say,
because for
he was
me,
gonna say yeah.
I would rather know that I'm giving someone the space to come into my lane potentially.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Then
Lee wants him to come into space.
Yeah, I want you to get all up in me in my space rather than drive for
Make
2
a-
miles
make-
with a blinker, and I'm
yeah.
afraid to like try to pass you because then you're
Dixon
just
wants a
gonna hit your brakes and
Toyota
try
Dixon sandwich.
Uh,
That's what he wants.
Both are terrible. I hate both of those people.
Yeah.
But I will.
You know what I
I'll
found that's
see-
works for me? Just don't drive anymore.
Oh.
Quit.
That's
Swear off it. It's
My-
like smoking.
my
Just don't
job-
do it
My
anymore.
job is like 90%
Only take planes,
driving.
trains, and automo. Well, not the last one, I guess. But
You know what really grinds my gears? Planes that don't use their turn signal.
fucking
Those
Who do you
bitch.
think you
What do
are?
they think? They own the sky?
No.
What are they, Zapdos?
Yeah, that's really dangerous for geese.
Moving on. Speaking of the sky.
What?
Speaking.
You actually had a transition?
Speaking of
No, he
the
didn't.
sky.
No,
I wanna
he
see
looked
where
at
it
his. He
goes.
looked at his iPad. He's like, "What's the next subject? It doesn't matter. I gotta read it."
If it's
Speaking
related to
of
the
speaking
sky.
of the sky. You know what's in the sky? The sun.
Not geese.
Back when I was a child.
Jake, you're right.
no.
You know what really grinds my gear? People who draw the sun wearing sunglasses. He is the sun. It's not like that makes any sense.
So
Knock it off, fourth graders.
So the sun.
Ugh.
So the sun has a life cycle. It goes from the normal star to a red giant to a white dwarf. Bada bing bang boom. When I was
Do you remember when this podcast was fun and filled with jokes?
No.
getting to
No,
that,
I
It's
don't.
getting real dry
Give
real
me 2
quick.
seconds.
Give me some fucking jam for this toast, Jake.
When I was little,
Slather it on.
I was told how the sun was going to turn into a red giant and would destroy like the first 3 planets because of its size.
And
Yeah.
you're like, why isn't there a Jolly Green one? I get you.
I
Yeah.
didn't know that
The
the red
sun
giant
should
was
be
just-
green. Jacob McDuffie, 2015.
I didn't know the red giant was just a name for just the size of the sun. I thought they literally meant the sun was going to turn into a giant red space monster and
Yeah.
destroy the planet.
Jake, you've seen a lot of Lord of the Rings, correct?
So yeah,
How many giants were in that?
A couple.
I should watch that.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. So
Should give it a shot. I feel like I've had, less giants in my life than I would like.
Are you gonna hug him?
I can't hug a fucking movie.
You can
Lee.
try.
I could. Podcast over. I got an experiment that I gotta fucking.
so what are some childhood misconceptions that you've had that were funny?
like my friend and funny.
Oh.
Jesus.
The problem with that is that he wasn't talking into the mic. He did a physical gag.
Get out of here.
That
That was a silent fart in the camera.
he, he did a fart into the camera. Tristan's gone. You guys, anything silly like that?
Things you believed as
Like
a kid that
misconceptions. Like Tristan had one that was really funny that I was trying to like lead into, and then he like ball slapped at me and farted into my camera. So here we are. So what about you guys?
typical night. Oh, I don't know. That's one of those questions I wish I would have known going in.
I'm sure there was one. There has to have been.
Sorry. All right, there's
Jesus.
Tristan doing some more humping. All right, Tristan, bring it in. Save this. I'm crashing and burning.
That was
Come on.
tough. I don't really know. I don't really think I have any.
in the like 30 seconds it took me to get a beer. It was just a lot of like, oh, we really like if you guys said something, and
dead
then it was
air.
like, oh wow,
Yeah.
shit.
Like literally anything,
Yeah.
guys. Come
Well, that's the
on.
problem. We started talking about like the sun and like,
Yeah.
oh, you know the life cycle. I fell asleep.
Lee is an old man now. He needs naps.
Yes.
He needs old man naps. Jake, what were you trying to get at? What were you trying to
Wait,
force
when
me
you-
into
What
talking
shit
about?
did you believe as a kid that is stupid now? Go.
I thought that I liked boys, and then that was true.
I was okay. Great. The thing with the bridge, Tristan. You thought there was a bridge from America to England.
I still think there's a bridge from America to England. I don't see how you can't just drive to a country. Like, that doesn't make sense to me. Cars are like, you put your turn signal on, you go. You know? Jacob thinks that it's stupid because up until 10th grade or so,
Yeah.
I thought that there was just a bridge that went from America to, like, England. And
Yeah.
I was like,
Are you fucking kidding me?
See, now now
we made it.
now you guys are like, oh man, you're so dumb. But it's like, why is that dumb? Like, how far is that though? Like, is it real far?
That's really fucking
far.
I didn't know that. Globes look really small by comparison. Even maps are like just like 7 inches. Like, I feel like that equates to like 8 miles, whatever. So
Oh Jesus.
my curiosity peaked. I was like, all right, at what point over the super bridge?
This is 10th grade, right?
Yeah,
The internet.
it was
The
in high
internet
school.
has been invented by now.
Well, I mean, I wasn't gonna Google it.
He thought it was just a known fact.
I
that
thought
he
it was
knew.
just a fact that there was like a super bridge and you just drive there. And my
And everyone else was dumb for not knowing.
and I was like, fucking nerds.
Okay.
My main question, and this like at this point it was super bridge exists. My main question was, at what point on said bridge, do you start driving on the right side of the road as opposed to the left? Because you're going into the new country? Like,
Which is a legitimate question in your scenario.
Switch around
Yeah,
like halfway.
I was like,
It
when-
corkscrews, yeah.
Is there like a corkscrew or something?
Yeah.
Like, when do you start going
Like
on
a
the
theme
other
park?
side? And then Jacob looks at me and he goes, "You fucking idiot! Tell me, the internet is invented. Where in high school, Google is to know you're wrong. I'm gonna bring this up in a podcast in 6 years. You fucking idiot."
Man, he was a big bully back
He
then.
was basically a Tom, except less friendly.
Yeah.
He was just a bully.
I didn't
He
know
was-
Tom was such a bully. I've never considered Tom
But
a
then,
bully.
but then we
Will's,
said it.
Will's eyes got real big because he
then
knows.
Then we said it, and you went, "Yeah, that makes sense, right?"
No, like I mean, I guess I could be thought that way, but I never thought of Tom as a bully.
It's funny that Will was the one that discovered this. I'm proud of you.
How did nobody realize it? I realized immediately.
he's like one of our best friends. I've never
No,
pictured that.
he's still our friend. He's still our great friend. But what does Tom do? You say one thing incorrectly, and he just like mocks you mercilessly until you just agree and just proclaim him as the best. Yeah, he
What?
doesn't beat you up and take your lunch money, but he
So
still
he's-
just like takes your ego and just crushes it in his words.
So he's a
Fuck you,
cerebral-
Jacob. Fuck
a
what you care
cerebral
about.
bully.
Team Tom.
Yeah, there you go.
Tom goes like, it's like, if you listen to any of the podcasts
Yeah,
that we've done with them, Jacob will say one thing wrong, and then Tom just goes, "Jake, what are you even doing? That's so incorrect. Am I right?" And then turns around for high fives from everybody else. Just
My
leave-
name's Jacob. I can't count past 3.
Yeah. I said eat the apple like a man, not like a bitch. And then turn around for high fives.
Yeah.
There was one
All right.
podcast, one Blackout Book Club. I think it's the second one, which they're a little like weird. They're probably up by now.
No, they are.
But
Yeah.
For real.
they're a little
this time.
the first couple
Go
we
check
did-
them out, by the way,
The
if you're
first
listening to
couple
this.
are a little rough. We didn't really like have a set way of doing things, but in the second one, the Harry Potter one, I think it was. I'm like talking, and then Tom says something like wrong, like he says it wrong, and then Jake's like, "No, Tom, this is actually how Harry Potter works." And then he goes, "Yeah, Jacob, you wouldn't know that, you stupid nerd. That's what you get for me being wrong." Like he says that specifically, and then turns around for like a high five for me, and then I'm just like, "Yeah, we're picking on someone else. This is the best." Me and Tom, Team Tom, and then I just like flex, and then like I feel like camaraderie. And Jacob's like, "This is bullshit. This does not make sense to me." Tom's a rude dude
Yeah.
with attitude.
A
There was
rude
something
dude.
else. There was something else, like some other bullshit. What else do we not like about Tom? We were gonna talk about.
He's tall.
This is what
He's
happens.
too tall.
Yeah.
This is what happens when Tom's on a podcast, though.
We rip on him?
Yeah.
Because
Fuck
if
him.
we
Oh,
rip on him in
yeah.
front of him, he'll make
He
fun of
doesn't-
us and be a bully.
He doesn't watch
No,
the podcast.
No, he doesn't even know what a podcast is.
Okay.
He
By the
thought
way,
that
He's
there
he's
really not gonna watch the ones that he's in because he's a narcissist.
He
Yeah.
thought there was a bridge that connected the two countries.
and
then-
didn't corkscrew.
Yeah.
What a fucking idiot, right? Then you get there and you're on the wrong side of the road, like a dumbass.
Go to the other side.
crashing each other.
Now,
Oh, that's terrible.
Now that is stupid. But your mother, at around this time, was wondering why the government didn't just print more money.
I don't like that Jacob doesn't let us naturally go into things.
Yeah.
He's pulling a Tom right now where
I was
he's
just gonna
interjecting
say, yeah.
with shit. You're interjecting
He's
with shit right now.
channeling his inner like high school bully that he
Yeah.
was.
He's just like, "Oh yeah, bridges, Segway. I don't like them. Did you guys watch Arrested Development? That's a show.
I like
Jacob
that show.
nailed
Yeah, it's a
it.
good show.
I had things I was gonna talk about. Don't you bring my mother into this. She's a fantastic lady.
She's
she
a
gave me
saint.
a cookie cake the other day.
She's super cool.
Yeah.
She's a super cool lady.
She just
I watched-
doesn't understand money.
I watched Arrested Development while I worked for the census. You're welcome, government.
Finger guns
Okay.
all over the place.
I will explain the story that Jacob brought up, and then we will go into something of my choosing.
Yeah.
Because I'm sick of his fucking
True.
Jeopardy topics that Jacob has. He's like, "I want to take story from Tristan for 500. Your mom sucks." I'm like,
Potpourri.
"Fuck it. That's not the answer. You put it in the form of a question." Okay. So Jacob is ragging, and apparently for some reason he sits up late at night in cold sweats thinking about stories to put on the podcast and put me under the fucking blade. He's just like, "Tristan's mom was dumb once." So when I was about 12, my mom, and I recall this very vividly, there was we started going into a recession or whatnot, early on.
Yes.
And my mom says, "The thing I don't understand is if we owe people money, why don't we just print more money?" then we're done. And I'm like, as
Parents say the darndest
as like a
things.
14-year-old, I'm like, because then the dollar's worth less, and so it's not worth the same amount. There's like 1,700 reasons why that plan doesn't work, Mom.
But this is the same Tristan that's like, Mom, if we just printed more money, we wouldn't have a way to fund the bridge to
Yeah,
England.
Just because I believe in bridges with all of my heart doesn't mean
saying.
that I don't understand basic economics.
I feel like you both
I
had-
assume there's a toll on said bridge, Lee.
I feel like you both had terrible ideas, and you both went, "You're dumb,"
Yeah.
and just like went on with your
But do you
Yeah,
concept.
my mom comes over and she's like, "Why don't we just print more money?" I was like, "The economy will collapse, idiot. Why don't we just go to Europe on the bridge?" And she's like, "That doesn't exist." Fuck face. And then we're just like, "Oh, I'm mad at you for the next week and a half."
In a standoff.
What's for dinner? Anger and fucking angst.
But Tristan, do you pay the toll in dollars or euros? That's the question.
Depends where you're going.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, if you're coming to this,
You go on the
Jake,
corkscrew, and before you can switch sides, you got to pay the toll. And it's kind of expensive toll. It's not like $1.50 where you're going into Orlando.
yeah.
It's
You've been
like-
driving for like 8 days.
Do you think there's a
It's like
bridge to
8
Orlando?
pounds. What?
Do you think there's a bridge to Orlando? Is that what I'm hearing?
You piece of shit.
That's in the center of Florida.
Yo, I went to Orlando like at the beginning of this month.
Oh,
And I'm
shit.
so mad that we had to go visit Leah's like friend, and she lives like off of I-75, which is like the main interstate road. Like you go off that onto some other like fucking interstate. But there were
I-4?
3
I-4?
No, it wasn't I-4. Fuck you guys. So there were 3 tolls.
Yeah, don't take that one.
There were, I know. Well, I
Don't
did.
take
I
the-
put in my fucking Google Map phone, and it was like, avoid these. And then it took me an extra 20 minutes to get there, and I was like,
What?
fuck it.
That-
I will pay the
that's a-
$4.
Wait,
This
so
sucks.
your map took you around the tolls?
Yeah, if
You
you,
can tell
if
it
you
to,
click,
yeah.
if you click tolls are for fucks, then
That's a cool button.
Yeah, and then,
Fucks.
you can customize your Android.
Yeah.
You know, you make it say that.
On an iPhone, it's just like, let me not take you anywhere.
Yeah, that's true.
Ever.
It is a fucking rude dude with attitude. Just like Will earlier, I said that. Was it Lee?
No,
Who
it was
cares?
Tom.
You know what I like? Talking to you guys.
I was just gonna say,
Good thing we're here doing that on this podcast.
one thing about the tolls is I haven't been on a toll road in a long time. Up until
you
like
don't leave your
last year.
house.
Yeah, pretty much. But like when I went to go see Rex Parlor play in Ybor, like
that was me.
a long time ago.
Ybor.
Yeah,
Will.
it's called
Ever.
Ybor. Will.
Ybor. It's a Y, not an E.
That's pronunciation.
No.
This is America.
No.
Like spiky chicken sandwich, magic
No.
bridge.
No.
I was just like completely dumbfounded with the fact that I was like, we just went through a toll road, but I didn't pay a toll. He's like, yeah, Will, they just like they take a picture of your play, they just mail it to you. I was like, what? They can do that?
Yeah, and it's really expensive.
Yeah.
Speaking of toll stories, I got this. Steve Hanna, who made fun of me for spiky chicken sandwich. You ready to get into this nitty gritty? You don't listen to this podcast.
Tag him in this one.
So before Rex
Definitely.
Parlor, one of my early bands in high school, it was a hardcore band called Under Wraps.
Yeah.
Which is
Ugh.
weird because it was like named after the Disney movie with the mummy, and now I make a comic about a mummy. So that's weird.
Wow, that's like an
Yeah.
arc of your
You never
life.
noticed that?
Yeah. I
I
just
don't
did
know.
right now. It was a fucking epiphany, Lee. It was
I've
a
noticed
fucking
that the whole
epiphany.
time.
I didn't.
That's you.
I feel like a buffoon.
I still have shirts.
I know,
I still
I'm-
have like 3 or 4. I donated a bunch to Goodwill, and I saw them at Goodwill once, and I was like, So, anyway, played in this hardcore band, Under Wraps. We had some like real good hit singles. Grumpy Old Troll Who Lives Under the Bridge. Under Wraps. Round 2. No Longer Wrapped. Chicken Caesar Rap.
Time and space.
The song. None of those were songs except the first one.
Yes.
Guess which one was the first one? I already answered the question. If you didn't pay attention to that sentence, you're a fucking fool. You did bad on the SATs. So, we
Tristan's game time is really
So
losing its
aggressive,
touch.
So what we did is our first show was in Orlando. And our second show was in Tampa. And this is our first show as this band. We booked 2 shows 2 nights in a row. So we had Orlando show and then Tampa show the next day.
Rock stars.
Yeah. So we were like basically on tour. Like,
Yeah.
right? So what we did is we drove up to Orlando, played the show. It was great. Went back, and Steve's parents lived in Ocala, which was like kind of like a midsection between them, so we wouldn't have to come all the way back to Bradenton, which would suck dicks. So we did that and we went there. Next day,
Jesus,
we
Jake, stop that face.
went to Tampa. Yeah, knock it off. The thing that happened was On the way from Orlando to Ocala,
Oh,
there was a toll, and there was a road that like went off just into like the area, and then there was like a SunPass road, and then there was just like a pay toll spot. So what I did, we were taking 2 cars because we didn't have like a van or anything cool. So Steve and my drummer at the time, Dylan Cooney, also known as Goof Troop, was
Also known as Spoonie.
yeah. They were in a truck and they had drums and stuff. And then in my car we had me, Hector Melendez, and Jesse Fuckface.
Oh.
So that was it's
Shots fired.
It's Napco. Shots fired. So so like they went and I was like, that's a toll. I don't want to pay the toll. So I got off and then got back on. Then we went to Ocala, you know, another hour and a half of driving, get to Ocala, and then get inside. And Steve's like, you guys took the fucking SunPass road. I was like, no, Steven. I took the road off, and then I went to town and then got back onto the highway and then got here. And he's like, no, you took the SunPass. It is either toll, SunPass. 2 roads, 2 lanes. You took SunPass. And I was like, no, I didn't. And he's like, you're going to get a fine. You're going to get a $60 fine in the mail. I was like, so we got in a huge fucking fight because he was fucking adamant that I was going to get a $60 fine for going through the SunPass lane. And I was like, I got off the fucking interstate. I will murder you. And it was like, we had this like fucking wrestling match where I was Macho Man Randy Savage and he was also Macho Man Randy Savage because who else would you want to be if you were doing a wrestling match? But we're both like, oh no, I didn't have to pay a toll. I got off the highway, brother. And he was like, that's Hulk Hogan. That's not even a good impression, Slim Jim. And then we just got so mad at each other. I don't think that we like talk the rest of that. Like the whole next day we had to go and play that show. I don't think we talked. And then for like 2 weeks, it was just like, Tristan's fucking wrong. Because like Steve just goes up to Spoonie, who was in the truck with him. He's like, he was in the fucking SunPass lane, right? He was in and Spoonie's like, yeah, probably. Because he didn't want to have to pay a toll for no reason. And then I'm just like, we did not go into SunPass lane. Right, Hector and Jesse, and they're like, whatever, dude, we don't care. And it was just like, Raging Cajun all day.
I'm sensing a pattern here.
So did you pay a toll?
I never got anything in the mail. And I brought this up maybe like 3 months later. We were just like practicing. And I was like, so, Steve, never got a bill in the mail or anything. You know, never took a picture of my license plate and sent me a $60 thing. And he's like, I asked my dad, and my dad said that was definitely a toll. It was definitely, he lives in Ocala.
Oh, fuck. If his dad says it, it must be true.
Yeah, and I was like, he's a pastor. He wouldn't lie. Fuck. And then we're just like, we didn't play Street Fighter for weeks after that. We were real mad at one another.
Jesus.
That was like,
That was half of
Pastors
your
build
practices.
roads, right?
huh?
Pastors build roads, right? That's what they do?
Yeah, the road foreman.
Yeah, that's what
Yeah.
I thought.
It's I learned that in Bob the Builder.
They're civil engineers. They designed it.
I
Where
just,
the
I
fuck
just
is
didn't know
all
because
this
I'm not
going right
religious.
now?
I don't know. He talked about the tag thing, and I was just like, me and Steve were mad at each other over a tag, and I told a story, and then Lee didn't like it. So next thing,
My son's
moving on.
My son's story, to get some misconceptions, took about a quarter of the amount of time your story did, and I got a bunch of shit about 5 seconds into mine, and we just let yours go in. What's up with that, motherfuckers over here?
Because
What's up with that?
the Peanut Gallery likes it when you incorporate Macho Man Randy Savage references. They like it when you say the word fuck a couple times. They're like big fans, right, Will? Yeah.
I'm just enthralled by Tristan's voice.
This
Yeah.
this is the way I kind of look at it, Jake. Tristan kept us going as a storyteller. Like he kept.
Well, if you
I wanted
didn't interrupt, I wouldn't have
No,
that
I wanted to
problem.
see where it was going because he never went the sun's life cycle. And I was like, oh shit, I don't want to listen to this stuff at all. Like you immediately turned off. You're just like, hey, I got something to talk about.
Jacob
So-
channeling Carl Sagan over here.
And
I
you
got,
just-
I
yeah.
got you right now.
Billions-
Let me
The
give
universe
this a
is
shot.
billions and billions
Yeah.
of miles wide.
Yeah.
I used to think the sun was a red giant that would fucking eat the earth or something.
That's a solid Jacob impression. You fucking nailed that, Will. All right. Let me give it a shot, Jake. So when I was a kid, I was a stupid fucking idiot, and I was like, you know what? The sun's a giant. It's gonna turn into a giant and just kill us all. And I was like, whoa, boy, that's super scary.
Yeah.
Did you guys ever have something like that? Nailed it.
You see,
But-
when the sun turns into a red giant, the earth can fend it off with a well-aimed slingshot.
My favorite part of that was like you wrote yourself in a corner, like you said the sentence as you had more to go after it, and then you just like, shit.
And the
You
fact
definitely wanted to say more, but there was nothing to say.
Nothing up here to come out here.
and the fact that obviously on the video you slung something and you like looked off in the distance like, oh, I hope someone saves me right now because I have nothing else to say.
I saw your little rock just fly over there. Will. That was
Oh
good.
man.
It was a very David and Goliath story. It was excellent.
You got the reference.
You understood my reference.
Don't do that anymore. Let's stop that.
Whatever. Bring up another thing, Tristan.
I'm done. I don't care.
Fuck. Oh, Lee.
Parents are stupid, right? We already got into that.
Totally.
Parents,
You
just
merely
don't
adopted Carl Sagan. I was born in Carl Sagan.
Oh, this is back. Oh.
No.
Lee brought up a
I'm
good
sorry.
topic.
Yeah.
What's your favorite Will Smith song?
Oh yeah, dude.
Is there any like? I think there's one answer to this.
Well,
Is
what
there
is
any?
it?
Is there
you
any bad
if
one?
you
That's
don't-
what you mean?
If you
No.
don't agree with me right now, we may get in a fist fight. This may be the second time I fight someone on the podcast.
All right, hang on a second.
Are we
Can we all
talking-
say it at the same time?
Okay.
Wait, no. Before we gotta justify a couple things. Are we talking his entire discography? Are we
Of
talking?
course.
Well, yeah.
Which I know one. I know.
So are you
probably-
going to include the stuff he did with Jazzy Jeff when he was like really young and like Fresh Prince shit? Or are we talking Big
This
Willie
fucker's
style?
gonna get his ass kicked.
Are we talking Big Willie style,
Yeah.
Millennium, and just leave it at the two that most
No,
people know?
we're saying all, but I'm definitely going Big Willie right now. Like,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna debate why your answer is incorrect and my answer is best number one answer. Ready? 3, 2, 1.
Get
Well,
G
G's
with it.
coming! No! No!
Well, I didn't really hear what it was
I think we
saying.
all said different things.
Yeah.
I was gonna say the obvious Summertime, but then I changed it the last second to Getting
what?
Jiggy with It.
Yeah, getting jiggy was mine.
Okay.
I do like that song.
No. Black
Yes.
Suits Coming is a fucking defining song of our generation.
No, it's Wild Wild West, guys.
No.
I don't know what you're talking about. Wicca Wild.
West?
Wicked Wild, Wicked
Wild Wild
Wild West.
Jim
West?
West.
Desperado?
Desperado.
But you don't want nada. None of this.
Jake, should we do a karaoke show? Because
Yes.
you just fucking nailed it.
Yes.
And I feel like you had a lot more charisma than normal when you did that.
It should only be Will Smith
That's
songs.
where, that's where the word karaoke comes
that's
from.
the power of Will
Charisma.
Smith.
Charisma.
That's the power of Will Smith. Even if you just impersonate him, you gain some of his power and charisma.
So can we
Oh,
do?
Jake,
Except
you're
in
starting to
After
do-
Earth. He gave away all of his power for that one.
Can we do Willie Okie?
Willie Okie.
Really?
It is only
All Will
Will
Smith
Smith songs.
New Lone Shark Life video coming soon.
Willie Okie. Get ready, guys. It's gonna be amazing. I'm not gonna do a Will Smith song though.
What the fuck?
I'm
He's doing a Fresh Prince song. Oh, he got us. No, Black Suits Coming.
Who's another Willie?
Best song.
Willie Idol.
It took me a second, but I got it. I got it.
Willie Nelson is a
No.
real
No.
a real person.
Willie Joel.
Damn it! I was trying Ah!
I like that your joke is like Billy rhymes with Willie.
Yes.
Nailed it. Comedy, folks.
Ride this great train as long as you can, Will.
Oh, man.
That was really
You ready
good.
for the? You ready for the?
Oh,
check
shit.
out the Lone Shark store where we're gonna have Willie Nelson or Willie Idol T-shirts.
Or Willie Joel.
Yeah, Willie Joel. I
Willie
didn't
Nelson.
start the fire. This joke is nothing because that's just the lyrics of the song. Shit.
Yes.
Fuck.
Explain-
I was like, wait, I can't replace.
I can be creative with lyrics sometimes. Not now.
Yeah.
Tristan, save yourself. Black Suit's coming.
It's the best song.
All right,
Right.
cool.
I bought that album because of that song. I saw Men in Black 2 in the theater, and I came out of the Nickelodeon, as it were,
A
and I was
man.
like, best
Came out a
song,
man.
must own this album. How does Kazaa work? No idea. Buying it. CDs. Did you guys ever get weird fucking like viruses from Kazaa back in the day? Or
I didn't use.
LimeWire?
I used LimeWire a lot.
LimeWire.
I used
And
Aries.
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. It
Because
was
we were
not-
all downloading music.
Wink. I'm sorry, that was a blink. I did.
No, it's just
too.
Blank.
Yeah.
Blank.
I just said a different word. Willie.
Blink.
Yeah. I think it was like because we were all about like fucking like what 12 and shit back then.
Yeah.
Like generally, like
Yeah.
like like early like preteens.
12
Well, I was like, yeah, middle
28.
school.
Whoa,
Yeah. Old man Dixon over here.
Welcome to Lone Star Podcast with us like 20-somethings and this 40-year-old asshole. Like, no, I'm fucking 26. I am over the hill because I'm only living to 50.
Oh.
Other than that,
Oh.
yeah, I'm calling right now. I did one of those quizzes online.
Oh yeah, you're too old.
That's
Those
what it
are
told me.
100% accurate.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen a quiz.
Because I also asked what my favorite Will Smith song is and said "Getting Jiggy with It," so I knew it had to be true.
So wait, are you like Blade Runner? Like when you turn 50, it's just gonna start glowing in your hand, and you're just gonna like have to
No,
be executed.
if you would have met me like a couple years ago, I'm Benjamin Button. I was like really fucking
Oh,
old.
fuck.
Yeah. He looked like Brad Pitt. Now he looks like
Robert Redford.
Now I look like Brad Dick.
okay. I didn't get that joke, Jacob, but I'm sure it was probably
Brad
funny
Pitt
to like
starting
two
to-
people.
Brad
Two
Pitt started-
people at home are just like Robert Redford. And
Two,
like,
no, not
and then-
even. Two people just go. Eh. That's it.
That's it.
hold strong, Jake. Hold strong.
Oh,
I don't want to get it on the iPad.
That's what
So
she
I
said.
want, boosh. Have fun cleaning that up. Boosh. No, that's my high five. Yeah, high fives.
Getting jiggy
If
with
you
it.
want to know, Jacob just jerked off 2 sons.
Yeah.
Giant boosh, nailed it. LimeWire.
Man, Jake-
Raisins came out.
Jake is getting beat to hell tonight.
LimeWire.
LimeWire, super weird. We all used it, right? Any of you guys get viruses? Because I
Yes.
feel like I got like
Yes.
17. And they were
All they-
Specifically.
3 of them were STDs
Oh.
from all the weird porn that I got.
Obviously.
I feel like we just didn't know as much back then.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
You know what I mean?
of course not. I was
Most
12.
of them just kind
Yeah.
of slowed
I
down
typed
the
in.
computer.
I typed in. I recall this like vividly. I specifically typed in just the word boobies, and then I was just like,
Boobies.
download. Didn't care what file type
Yeah.
it was.
Yeah.
I got like some audio. It's just like somebody shoving a fucking mic in between breasts, and then it's like, yeah, Jo to this. I'm like, I guess I'm 12.
This is what tits sound like.
Tits sound hot.
If you hold your ear to your chest, you can hear the ocean.
Jesus.
Ocean sounds like my jizz.
If you hold your ear to your chest, your ear gets wet.
And your jizz is white and gold.
Should have said the word when you do it.
Oh.
Because it is white and gold. I got Gold Flex. It's like Goldschlager. That's my jizz.
Oh.
Yeah, it's
How,
cool.
how are
No.
Yeah, it's cool.
Goldflex sounds like a workout program,
Ooh,
like a
let's
workout
get on that.
machine.
They're coming soon from Lone Shark Media. Lone Shark like Gold Flex. And it's gonna be us. So it's gonna be like out of shape weirdos.
And
So
one-
we're gonna be like,
I feel
Yeah,
like
you have a
people will
spotter
like
just
that
feeding
more.
you shots
Yeah.
as you go. One.
you
end.
feel like you're getting strong
And
because you're
one
really
end.
drunk. Lone
Yeah.
Shark Gold Flex. Yeah, no. I wanted to bring it up because like I want to hear your guys' experience because I have a story that goes along with it. But in general, it was a very sad time in my life, filled with a lot of weird Britney Spears photoshops. Like that was odd.
Never experienced that.
Really?
Yeah.
Jake,
Yeah.
what did you LimeWire? You didn't LimeWire like boobies?
No, boobies.
It was a lot of like celebrities.
No, I
And
never. I
shit like
never.
that.
a lot of hentai.
Hey,
lot
you
of
still do
hentai.
that?
Yeah.
Yeah. High five.
Just tentacles all
No
the time.
shame.
Yeah, cartoons, whatever, man.
You got the red giant
If you
high
could,
fives
if
up
you
there?
could,
What?
you can.
You got the red giant high fives.
He's
up there.
dead, Lee.
They're working
Now
on
I have
it.
Let him
now-
go.
Now I have
He's
a
not coming back.
I have another topic now, Jake. Thanks for that, but let's keep going with this real quick because we still got 15 minutes. Hey, so the LimeWire thing. So you got a bunch of weird like celebrity like lookalike like photo shoots because
That's what I wanted to
That
say.
was like my main thing. I'm 12 and I'm like I want to see boobs, but I don't see famous. Boobs.
I never.
What if you got
But
jerked
famous-
off by the sun? Like he like reached his little arm down to earth. And he's like,
It wouldn't be little. It'd be a giant. It'd be
Yeah.
a giant arm.
And I'd be dead.
oh yeah.
Like
It'd be like SpongeBob episodes where like the chef hand just comes out with a
Yeah.
fork. It's like yum yum.
For me, it was always
been
like
on
Britney
SpongeBob
Spears,
already.
naked, nude, boobs, Christina Aguilera, boobs,
Yeah.
butt. Just the word butt in all caps, and I'm like, download it. I don't care. I fucking need this shit right now. I'm 12. Like, shit was weird. That's a weird. I'm gonna say right now, if you're a parent and you're listening to this, and you have a about to be preteen boy, you're gonna have some weird shit going on.
I mean, the dad knows.
I can say for
The
a
dad
fact
knows.
from
net neutrality.
yeah,
Fuck yeah.
Topical.
From
Yeah.
experience, there was a point where I printed out like nude pictures
What?
on printer paper.
No.
and then I used
Yeah.
water to adhere them to my shower. 'Cause I have my
Oh.
own personal shower.
What the fuck?
And then I was like, my personal masturbatorium. This is mine. They were all
Are you
very
fucking kidding
No,
me?
they were all very bad photoshops with like normal porn with celebrity faces on them, or just like it was like the shittiest stuff, and it was like a shitty inkjet printer from like
Yeah.
fucking 2006.
So you got like the lines and
yeah,
everything.
so I had like the lines in them and the shitty colors.
Yeah, and
I
you're
was
in the
just like,
fucking shower, so it's.
Oh, of course, because that way there's no cleanup leak. Jeez,
No,
are
I'm
you
not-
fucking dumb?
I'm
I don't
saying-
want to touch icky gooks.
Oh, God.
Ookie gooks.
Still the technical term that you call
Yeah, it's
it.
ookie gooks. That's the thing. That was adolescence for me. Whoa, we're good.
Goose buying over here.
It's just like fucking sleepy.
Okay, just making sure.
Okay, Jake was confused because my screen went black because like I didn't touch it because.
Or did
I
it
was
go
scared.
white?
Finger bang my computer
I was
mid
scared.
podcast.
I was scared. I'm sorry. No, never looked at celebrity porn. That was something I never.
What was your go-to on LimeWire?
I did the same kind of thing where I actually printed it out, but I didn't adhere to the bathroom
Yeah,
wall.
well, you didn't have your own. You didn't have a personal bathroom.
No, I didn't have that ingenuity. I
Yeah.
just.
And you had an
didn't
older
do-
brother that was probably watching you at all
Yeah.
points in time. Be like, what the
Dude.
fuck are you doing here? Be like, get out!
Dude, his
Nick,
old,
I need to masturbate. Come watch me.
his older brother got some weird shit. I know because I found it. So that's a fact. We're not gonna name him. You know who you are.
It's
Rick
Rick
McStucky?
McStucky. Yeah, Rick McStucky.
That's not gonna do anything.
Yeah. So that was
No.
that was my preteen days.
Shitty.
I wanted to, but
Yeah,
I was,
very similar.
I was thinking about this because we have a friend, one Todd Jesef. Well, that's what I'll call him. Yeah, you know who he is. I did a
Okay.
thing. Put the initials together. Nailed it.
I'm fairly certain I know who
I
you
know who
speak
he
of.
is.
Anyway.
Back when we were like all like 12 and 13 and we used LimeWire to download everything. He came over because he did not have a cool dial-up enabled computer with AOL Online.
shit.
So he came over to my house and being like young adolescent boys, he's like, I want to see boobs. So he also typed boobs
Yes. Yes.
on LimeWire and Kazaa and just downloaded everything he could just so like I could play Sly Cooper on the PlayStation 2 and he could just view them in my
Love that
shitty
thing.
Dell and he's just like, cool, I gotta go home for a while and do things. So like he did this, correct? Thing about Kazaa and LimeWire is you have your searches in these little tabs.
Yeah.
And they're open on the screen and everything you
Right.
searched,
Yeah.
all the results are there.
Right.
So he was just like, cool, saw boobs, bye,
He left
closes it. Doesn't close it, minimizes the
Oh,
thing. So my
no.
grandmama, who is rest in heaven, Grammy, she comes over and she's like, I gotta use the computer for taxes or old people stuff. I don't know, whatever.
Killed her?
I was gonna get to that. Well, it's super sad.
Spoilers.
Your shirt is soft.
It really is.
So she comes over to do old people stuff, taxes, buy prune juice. I don't care, whatever. She's like, this computer is slow. That's my grandma's voice, I guess. This computer is slow, and it's probably, I don't know. I'll close programs. Number one, clicks Kazaa. Number one, porn, boobs, boobies, Britney Spears boobies. Look at these boobies. Download boobies.
Oh my!
Yeah, and I'm like still playing.
Oh, that's
Sly
pretty
Cooper.
hot.
I'm still playing.
Just happy as can
Yeah,
be.
I'm like, yeah, PlayStation 2 is the tits. And then
She
wrong
is.
choice of words. so she stands up with her crippled old lady back and goes into the other room and she's like, shut up, which is my mom, and she's like, you may want to look at this. So my mom comes over.
What a narc!
Still, yeah, right? Grandma, I'm glad you did.
Holy shit.
She comes in, I'm still like, man, Sly Cooper is like grade A platforming, right? And it's just, she pulls one of this. Scroll. All the words have the word boobies in them. Every one of these files. Scroll. Yep, it's all porn. Tristan, what? What is this? I don't know. Walk over.
He's pointing his finger angrily.
It's her pointing at the screen. She's literally like, and I'm like,
I'm porn.
TJ was just here. TJ was looking at boobs, not me. I don't look at boobs. Don't go in my shower.
I'm assuming you took them down.
no.
You just left them up in your shower.
I can't. Will, at that point, you can't go. I'm sorry, and then make a break for your shower and lead her to the proof. You can't lead her to the proof.
I mean, after you shower.
I mean,
Like you leave them up all the time is what Will's getting at.
I had a curtain drawn. It's my own
Like if
personal
I
shower.
went in there to go like take a piss, you just look over.
You don't think your mom cleans your bathroom?
Hell no, she didn't. She was like, preteen boys are gross. And I'm like, yeah, we are. Masturbatorium. Like, duh.
I like the title though.
Right? Like, I would have got a sign made, but I was fucking 13 and I'm stupid.
I just love how you had literally porn on the walls.
Yeah.
And your mom and your
And
grandma
here-
finds it on your computer because of TJ.
Yeah, she finds it because of TJ, and then I'm like, it's TJ's fault. TJ sucks. She's like, TJ can't come over here. He's gross. And I'm like, I agree. Don't go in my room. and like, my favorite part is just like,
Oh,
I
Jesus.
had, it was like normal printer paper with like the shitty lines printed on the inkjet or whatever.
Yeah.
Just adhered to the walls just with water. Like I got
Yeah.
them wet and just smacked them on the walls of the shower.
You're like, oh yeah, there
Yeah,
it
and I
is.
didn't like cut them out or anything. So it's like these just like randomly sized photos just printed to fit like the squares.
Oh my
It was
God.
super weird.
Jesus.
Yeah.
It's like a serial killer shower.
Yeah. Except with butts and tits. And then like instead of
Such a weird pause. Butts and tits.
I was channeling the inner like 13 me.
Like
He was into two things.
I'm
Black suits coming and me coming in the shower.
I'm pretty sure.
Until you're black and blue.
I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure everything you just like talked about is like some kind of CSI or Law and Order thing. Like they walk in one day and they're just like, so what happened to little Timmy? And they're just like, I don't know, let's look check out the room. And they just open up like a shower curtain and you go bum 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 bum. And it's just like, and they do some really lame like cutscene to go into the first like intro. And it's like, so what happened in here? It's like, I don't know, but it's sticky everywhere. And then bum 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 bum.
Produced by Dick Wolf.
Yeah. God. Am I the only person that just fucking hates his like name? Dick
love
Wolf?
it.
Wolf.
Because
What the
like
hell is Dick
I
Wolf?
just think of the
Whatever.
most like sexually charged like fucking animal canine.
Just a wolf. Just a
Yeah.
wolf with just a
behind
radio that drags like, the
behind
whole
a
time.
camera, and he just has like a big pink dick, and he's just like, I didn't like that shot. Oh!
He's an actual wolf.
I don't know why, but when you said that, I just pictured the like dog commander from that season of Power Rangers.
I was thinking more of the like droopy faced dog from Star Fox.
Oh,
You
yeah,
know, the
there you go.
commander.
We need
your help,
We need your help, Star Fox. It's a bad shot for Law and Order Rescue.
Just a giant dog with
I
a
just-
giant
yeah,
red boner.
I just pictured Clifford behind the camera.
Big red dog, big red boner.
Yeah.
Yo, speaking of
Big rig boner?
Big
sorry,
rig.
Speaking of dog dicks, they're
semi-truck.
weird, right? They're
Yeah,
like a weird
yeah.
shape.
Yeah.
Get that fucking checked out, dogs.
Yeah.
Like, get your shit together.
We're sick of it.
Yeah. It's like seeing your weird, like, pink weens just, like, hang out. You're like, oh, well, it's hot. Like, I can't just whip mine out. I gotta go to my shower. You know?
I just think it's always so funny when like dogs have like, cause like when my old dog, we had an old pit bull, BJ. Fun name. I know.
Bring it full circle.
I know. But no, like, oh my god, he would always fucking just get a hard on like in a truck or a car or something. But then
Vibrations?
but he's like
He loves
stuck.
rides.
But he's like
Yep.
stuck between both passengers. And he's a big ass dog too, so he can't exactly like
remember
maneuver
Beach.
anything.
Yeah.
So he just kind of has this like sad, like sorry, like
So it's like any kid that's ever gotten a boner in class.
Yeah.
Like sitting in between people on the bus
Just, like,
and it's just
really
like immediately like hits a bump and it's like,
Yeah.
oh!
and he looks like really embarrassed and ashamed the whole time.
And then you're in class, and then you're by the door, and someone.
Yeah, they would
gotta-
hit a bump. They would hit a bump, and then BJ would be like crab walking to the door.
Crab
and he'd be
walking.
like, oh, get out of here! I'm a dog.
See, a dog doing a crab walk. What
That
the
would be.
fuck?
I'd pay money to see
Yeah.
that. A dog with a boner doing a crab walk. I'd pay money to see that. I wouldn't download that on LimeWire. That's for fucking sure. Well, maybe.
Your mom would have gotten really pissed at that
She
one.
would have been like real teared.
Tristan, there's lots of tits on here, but dogs with boners, I draw a line.
Because like the worst thing about it though is like the way people would it's like tagging things on Tumblr nowadays or like tagging things on like Twitter. They would just tag the photo names.
Yeah.
They'd be
Oh,
like
yeah.
girl with boobs, butt, shoulder, ass, nude, porno,
Yeah.
naked, XXX.
Yeah.
Fucking dick,
Asian
whatever.
hairy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Asian hairy, yeah, Asian hairy cartoon.
Getting a terrible
hentai,
vision into like Will's
nipple,
life.
boobs, dick, and they put every word after it, and you literally had no idea what you were downloading.
Yeah.
So you could get like weird like bestiality shit.
Yep.
You could get like a real hot chick. You could get some lady who literally has
It was
a beard.
porn roulette.
It was like clicking "I'm feeling lucky" on Google
Wait a
after
minute.
typing the words porn, dick, butt, boobs, dog, hentai.
You
and
you
see what
found
happens.
you found girl with beard porn? That's like the mother load. That's like a rare
I'll tell
gem.
you, I released the mother load when I saw that. Yep.
And that's how Tristan's laptop broke.
There's a reason it got knocked over. Not because of Jacob's butt, but because I was jerking it to beard ladies. So, you know.
What an interesting podcast this has been.
No, it hasn't.
Nothing is more erotic than the Ringling Circus.
I forgot. I said something. I said something earlier when we like started talking about the LimeWire stuff, and I had another story, but I don't remember what it was. I'm gonna go back and like when we edit the podcast and like listen to it. And I'm like, oh yeah, I had a good story for that. but
I'll make
it's
sure to
gone.
put that as a topic for next time.
Yeah, I'll write down Jacob's iPad so he can bring it up like on like fluidly. He could just be like,
Solidly.
yeah, like a butt poop. Nailed it. Yes, jokes,
No.
funny comedy.
No.
He could come in and they could be like, all right, oh, it's a story.
Is this going to become like the new like Tom's White Elephant story?
Yes.
Tom never even had a white elephant. Fun fact. He doesn't even believe in elephants. He thinks that they're just
black and blue.
Yeah, he thinks
Terrible.
they're just fucking cartoons.
They're mythical,
from
like
Disney.
griffins.
Yeah, he's like that. Yeah, you drink a lot of booze and then you see pink ones and then that's it. They're not real. They're
Yep.
figments.
Just elephants, heffalumps, and woozles. It's...
So I wanted to tell the Ray Romano story, but I'm not interested. Tristan, why don't you go ahead and tell it? You were there.
I don't want to tell any more stories. I want Lee to tell a story.
Lee, you should tell the Ray Romano story.
Sure.
Lee, tell Larry.
So
I have no idea what
I don't
the
know the
story
Ray
is.
Romano story. This is terrible.
No, you weren't there.
Yeah. So Jake, take it
Tell
away.
it. Tell it. Tell it. Tell it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So back when Jake lived with his parents,
Yeah.
his brother Nick was there and everything,
Yeah.
and they both LimeWired a lot. So back then, obviously, everyone knows the internet, and sooner or later.
Before you get to the Ray Romano,
Yeah.
I want to put this up real quick. Jake's computer was in this weird divot in his house.
Yeah.
It was in an office.
And now that I
No,
think,
that was like a Harry Potter
yeah.
closet.
now
Yeah.
that I think about it, you had that computer in there and you had two like teenage boys.
Mm-hmm.
I put 3 fingers up because I'm dumb, but you had 2 teenage boys just like going into this weird hovel to
Yeah.
like LimeWire and torrent porn, and then
And-
just like yes, and then like leaving to their
Here's
room.
here's the thing with that. Here's the thing with that. For most of the time, there wasn't a door to that room.
Yeah.
So you were like gambling. You had to be like checking behind your
You're
back.
like,
and
you're like hashtag boobs.
Mom, Dad, don't you
looking
need
over
to do
your
grocery
shoulder.
shopping for like the next hour?
Yeah.
I gotta keep a normal window minimized that it's
Yeah.
just like YouTube or
I'll
something.
tap.
Yeah. Your parents are like, we're gonna go to the grocery store, and you're like, all right, that's about 40 minutes.
I can get this
All right.
size of file.
Yeah.
Pull up
Depends
anything.
on how many
pull up anything
seeds.
important. It's like, so Jacob, what are you doing? I'm just researching apple trees. Like, what? This is fucking weird as hell.
I like now.
Through a school project.
Yeah, because now that like I'm an adult and I don't live with my parents, it's like I'm just looking at porn, and then like Jake walks in, like he's like, oh, I'm home from work. I'm like, cool. And he's like, are you looking at boobs? I'm like, whatever, dude. It's my fucking life. Fuck you.
Literally,
The
yeah.
best thing is he's doing it standing in the middle of the living
I'm
room.
24. I want to look at butts. I'll look at butts. Whatever, man. It's my Wednesday.
You're not my mom.
There's some definitely.
Don't get in our shower, our communal shower.
Have you been in Ian's shower? Me neither. Don't.
I have. I just like sneak in there just to make sure that he's not putting porn up on the walls because I want it if he has it.
I want it. It's
They're
mine
just
now.
they're just tablets. They're just tablets all over the wall.
He's like, this is the future. We're in 2015. I see. You
Just
make
swipe.
you get the iPad, you get
Just
it
gotta
wet, and you
swipe.
slap it on the wall.
If only that's how things worked.
One day, Lee.
Yeah.
All right, Lee. We're at 59 minutes right now, minus about 3 or 4 for like the bad intro that we did.
Mm-hmm.
Give me the story.
Well, I hope that's
give
all
me,
right.
Romano.
Yeah.
Give me the Ray
So
Romano story.
obviously Jake and his brother were just touring like the weirdest shit.
Yeah.
So after a while, the celebrity stuff, Britney Spears, Christina Aguilera, just didn't do anything for him anymore.
I can see
So,
that. Yeah. Gets old
I-
fast.
So his brother comes to him and says, "Dude, you ever
Comes
check
to
out?
him.
Yeah, you ever check out Ray Romano's?" And he's like, "What is that?" He's just like, "It's just Ray Romano doing people." And so he's like, "Dude, I'll check that out." So like him and his brother are sitting there just like looking through Ray Romano porn, basically. Problem is, back in the day, Ray Romano was the one providing all this stuff. So he finds Jacob's house, comes to the door, knocks on, it, and goes like, "Hey, you guys," whatever he fucking sounds like.
I'm here to sell
"Hey,
you some
you
porn.
guys," and says like, "I hear you like my work."
Sloth from the Goonies and Ray Romano's voice.
Exactly.
Hey, you guys.
He's like, "I hear you like my work," and they're just like, "Ray Romano," and then the rest is history. And that's how Jacob got into show business. That's what you get for me telling a story that I don't know shit about.
I want to say this,
I
Jake.
think we have
Almost
to
there.
segment.
Close your eyes.
podcast.
Open your mouth.
But Ray, I'm your brother.
Can I be honest? I never watched his fucking show. I've never.
Oh, that
found
show's
it
great.
funny.
I'll say
I
this
like that
right
show.
now, Jacob. His facts check out. The Ray Romano show is on 95 to 2005. So 10 years. You jerked it in that time.
Yeah.
Right in
that
the middle of
happened.
the spanking zone.
Yeah.
So the facts line up. You lived at your mom's. Your brother existed. Everything he said.
There's
sounds like
that,
truth.
and there's no reason that he can prove it right now, because that's the end of the podcast.
Hey, thanks for joining us on the Lone Shark Podcast.
Bye.
Hey, if you
If
liked
you like
it,
this,
If you liked it, like, comment, subscribe. Tell your friends, tell your family, but don't LimeWire it.
subscribe to us on iTunes.
do LimeWire it. If that's a thing still, fucking put it on that shit.
If you especially like it, write us a review on iTunes.
We'd
That
love
would
to
help a
know
whole
how you
lot.
like it.
Yeah, literally, that's like the best thing you could do is just tell people to like listen to it, so then we could hate ourselves less.
And
Nailed
tell us
it,
how
yes.
we did.
Sign out.
Cool.
Yeah. So,
Yeah, so
thanks for listening to us. God damn
Jacob.
it, Jacob. Thanks for
Oh,
listening
what-
to us. Keep
Hey,
LimeWire.
And that's it, definitely.
Ah, jeez, I'm sorry. Let me get you a towel.
That's good.